Hi, everyone. This is Carolyn from Reach Out and Read National. Today, we'll be doing a walkthrough of the Reach Out and Read Progress Report, including some of the new updates and features. To start, the Progress Report is an important tool for us here at Reach Out and Read. The data that's collected through the reports help us understand how well Reach Out and Read is happening on the ground at the sites and locations across the country who are involved with our program. So it's important for every site who is involved to submit a progress report twice a year. The reports are due on March 1st and September 1st each year. As you can see, there are two ways to easily access the progress report. Once you have logged into myror.org, you will see a button here on the main site summary page, just below your training thermometer progress, that allows you to access the report directly. You can also use the left menu bar here to navigate to the progress reports page and select the progress reports to complete from there. So today we're going to walk through this report together so I can outline some of these new features. The first thing you'll see is that on the left-hand side here, we have a menu bar that indicates the progress you've made throughout the progress report sections. All of the questions are grouped into these sections, and you'll be able to understand how well you've progressed by monitoring these icons here on the left. A gray open circle means that you have yet to start that section. This blue wheel that you see here, the segmented wheel, means that that section is in progress. And as we begin to complete these sections, you'll see that once a section is complete, this icon will change to a green check mark. Additionally, there is an icon that will pop up if you have missed questions on one of these sections. This circle will become a red exclamation point if one of those sections has not yet been completed. So let's get started. This first page is the introduction to the progress report. A couple other points I'll illustrate here. Throughout the report itself, there is this save and continue button at the bottom of each screen that allows you to navigate the report. You can also click on the links here on the left-hand menu to skip around if you'd like. You don't have to complete the report in the order of the questions as they appear. Additionally, there are a couple other new features. Here at the top, you'll notice that we have a PDF copy button. This will allow you to download a blank PDF of the report so that if you need to share that information with your clinic's IT department or clinic manager or building department to help gather some of the data necessary, you'll be able to do that by sharing the downloaded PDF. Additionally, you'll notice right here, we've got a progress indicator at the top that tells you whether or not your report has been submitted. And we also have an easy access review and submit button just here on the right. So let's go ahead and get started. As you read through each of these pages and navigate through, you'll see we've now completed the introduction. So we see that green check mark here on the left. Here on the site summary page, you'll be able to review the contacts listed at your clinic. As you can see, each clinic will have the person's name as well as an actions button here to the right. For those of you who have satellite locations, you'll also get an indication what that person's role is at each of the clinics that they are involved with, which is what you can see here on the screen. So these action buttons will allow you to edit the contact information or remove someone from the clinic. And the good news is that as you're making changes on the progress report, those changes will automatically be reflected back in your MyROR contacts page for the clinic. Additionally, if there's a contact who isn't listed in this list for your site, you can use the Add Contact button to add a new contact. And the functionality for this is just like as you enter new contacts on your MyROR page itself. You can search by their name or email to add them, and then use the pop-up windows that proceed to complete that step. So once you've reviewed the site contacts for accuracy, you can then use the blue confirm button and make sure that those are all accurate. And as you complete each section, you'll see this great little green check mark that indicates that you have completed that section. So, and again, the menu here on the left will follow along with that progress. Once you've confirmed your site contacts and shipping address, we'll then move into the meat of the progress reports and answer the questions contained in each of the sections following. We'll start with visits and books. Here, you'll enter information about the number of well-child visits for children 6 months through 5 years and the books you've distributed at those visits during the course of the reporting period. You'll see that as you begin typing, the book distribution rate will automatically calculate for you. And for those of you who have satellite locations, you'll be able to list your any other clinic data here at that point as well. Once you have that information completed, you can click the Save and Continue button to navigate through the report. We will also be asking clinics about integrating Reach Out and Read from birth. We know that this is not something every clinic across the country is doing. And so we ask that you do go ahead and provide information about the visits that occur in this period, but we completely understand that not all clinics will be giving out books during that time frame for 0 to 5 months. If you have questions about whether you should be giving out books, talk with your local Reach Out and Read affiliate contact or contact the Reach Out and Read national office. So again, you will fill out information on each of these pages. So as you continue through each of these sections and complete all of the answers, you'll also note there are asterisks to help indicate which questions are required, so that if you tried to skip through without answering these questions, you will get red alerts to indicate that you need to complete those questions. We will go ahead and skip to the end here to give you a sense of what the program compliance agreement looks like. This is the contract we ask all of our clinics to sign to commit to doing Reach Out and Read to the best of their ability and providing as accurate data as possible. And so once you've completed all of the questions and checked all of the boxes on this compliance agreement, you'll then be able to review and submit your report. And as you can see, we have not completed all sections in this report yet. So we are getting some alerts that indicate to us we need to go back and do those first. Once we do complete all of the sections and the questions in each one, we are then able to get to this last step, the review and submit section. So once you click here, you will see that a screenshot of the completed report will show here on the right-hand side of your screen. You can use this to review the data and make sure it all looks correct before you submit it. And you can use the buttons here to download or print each of these so that you have a PDF copy for your records. So once you've reviewed this and are sure that it's all correct, you can scroll down and click the Submit button. And once you do that, you will see that you get a screen indicating your report has been submitted and that report status up here has been changed to submitted. So those are the indications to help you know that the report has gone through and your work is done. If you have any questions about how to access your site's progress report or questions about how to navigate and complete it, please be in touch with your local Reach Out and Read affiliate contact, or you can get in touch with Reach Out and Read National at info@reachoutandread.org. Thanks.